Hey everybody, it's Christian Buck, executive and performance coach and founder of the Sport of School Academy. And today I wanted to talk to everyone about my model to help kids improve their grades, and something that I came up with about 3 or 4 years after working with and consulting with some student athletes about how they made the big changes. And so I spoke to maybe 10, 12 of the kids about, what was the big difference. And we basically figured this whole model out. But the first part was understanding the consequences. And what that really means is a lot of times we think of negative consequences. So if you get bad grades, you're going to go to a bad school or you won't have options. Kids don't get the options argument. I get the argument, we get it, but it's not sexy, it's not fun, right? So we know that they want to have options, and that's a good thing, but it's not like they work for options. So that argument doesn't work necessarily, and so the negative consequences doesn't work as well. One of the things that I found that does work is thinking about, okay, what schools do I want to go to, and then what are the GPAs or accepted GPAs that I would roughly need to get in order to go to that school. And so that basically is the carrot before the horse. And what most people do and going into school and thinking about college, they get grades for 3 years, and then they see where those grades fit. What schools can they get into? I sort of flip that on its end. So what we want to do is, okay, what are the GPAs of the schools that we're interested in, and arm them with information of the consequences. If you get this GPA, you could potentially go here, whatever school that happens to be. And so what I would suggest is going to Naviance and looking at the schools that you want to play for, that might have big football programs or basketball or whatever, a school that's nearby or it's across coast, whatever it happens to be. Have fun with it and look into the schools that you potentially would be interested in. That way, what they do is, oh, well, I need a 95 average to go to UNC. All right, well, I'm armed with that information, and therefore I can go after it. So what I would suggest is, especially with a lot of time on our hands, is to go onto Naviance, check out all the different GPAs for all the schools, pick schools at random, the schools that you've heard about that you might be interested, and look into those GPAs. Once they have a better understanding of what is needed of them, then it's up to them to go after it. Instead of pushing them to do homework and making it a chore, we make it something that's a quest and something fun. Please share this with other people so that maybe there's someone that can, someone gets the information. I really appreciate that. And hopefully everyone is staying safe and staying sane as we are all at home with the whole family. All right. Hope everyone's staying safe. Thanks so much.